Yo, what up guys, long time no see, it's OPTCG Daniel back at it again with a deck profile video. So today we're gonna do the newest leader. It is Marco, Don 1, activate main once per turn, draw one card and place one card from the hand at the top or bottom of your deck, then give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2000 power during this turn. So yeah, it's basically a better Sakazuki. Yeah, you can top on your deck whatever you want, or you put it at the bottom if you don't need it. Really good. You can give something minus 2k, so you will basically just always swing for 2k counter or 3k counter extra whenever you play against your opponent. If you reduce a 6 cost, it becomes a 4 cost, you just swing into it with 6, etc. Really good leader. If you know me, then you know I've waited for this deck a long time. I'm a big Whitebeard fan guy, Whitebeard fanboy. As you can see by my playmat, even took out my famous playmat in the return of the leader. It's only one of a kind. Shout out to Rocco. But yeah, let's go right into deck profile. I have played this deck a lot. I practiced with a lot of Japanese players. I cooked a lot of deck lists with Japanese players. But sadly, we built, of course, for RP, Law, and Lucci. But yeah, so now it's not in our format, so it's really kind of iffy to see how this deck goes. This is not final. I will definitely build this deck in this entire format, also with a starter deck, because then this deck really shines. So yeah, there's not a right list for this, and we just gotta wait and see what top players just top at regionals. But yeah, let's go right in deck profile. For our 1 cost, we play 4 times Izo. So yeah, Izo is just our 1-drop searcher. On play, look at top 5 cards of your deck, add a Whitebeard pirate card other than Izo to your hand, place your mana at the bottom in any order you want. Yeah, you usually want to use your leader ability, but if you need to dig, just play this, and if not, 1k counter, or use it for some other cards in the deck. Then for our other 1 cost, we only play 2 times Otama. Otama is here just to reduce stuff more. We do play Reducey side. There's a lot of different builds, but this one focuses on reducing and just abusing your cards. Really good card, took a counter. Then we have our 3 costs. We play 4 times 3 cost Doffy. So a lot of people actually like Pilaf more. I can see why Pilaf is really good, especially if you play the 5 cost Marco and you draw 2. But still, I like this more because if you are forced to go first, the last card you will use this to stack your deck will be the card that you can play with the Sanji out. So you can plan ahead, you can restack the top of your deck with your leader ability, so you know what will come in the future. Really good card, and it's just a blocker. Yeah, and if you have bad cards, you can put them at the bottom of your deck. Then for our 4 costs, we play 4 times Marco. So this card is really good on this list because we do play the 5 cost Ace. This is your best target to play with Ace. It's a blocker that can come back really easily. Cannot be bottom decked, so thankfully Law is banned. But yeah, 4 cost, 5k on KO. You may trash a Whitebeard card from your hand, play it from your trash rested. So if you block something, let's say an attack for 7k, you know, it goes to the trash, you get it back by discarding a Whitebeard card, and then say Lucci reduces this card to 1, they pop it, it goes to trash, you can put it back by discarding a Whitebeard and it becomes a 4 again. So that's really good. So if a black deck reduces it, gets rid of it, but then you can just play it back from trash and it's a 4 cost again, so that's really nice. And if not, just your 1k counter and your only blocker in the deck, except for the Toffee, of course. Then for our other 4 costs, we do play quite a 4 costs because of course we play 5 cost Ace. We play Atmos. Atmos is really good if you play against like a deck that abuses a lot of 4 costs, like Purple Luffy, Lucci, Rebecca, stuff like that. You can play this with your card. Really good. It's a 4 cost 5k 1000 counter. On play, you may reveal 2 cards, including Whitebeard Pirates from your hand. If your leader type includes Whitebeard Pirates, return up to one of your opponent's cards at a cost of 4 or less to the owner's hand. So you bounce stuff. Blue is known for it, so really good card. If they have an annoying card, you can play 5 cost Marco, and then you play this off Marco effect. Really good. It has its moments to shine. You can just swing with it. Then for our other 4 costs, we play 4 times Kingdu. Kingdu is basically just your 2k counter. You don't really use its effect all too much. I don't even know what the effect is. I've always used for to counter. So let's read it together. Maybe it's a good card. Who knows? Activate main. Once per turn, you may reveal 2 cards with Whitebeard from your hand. This character gains 2000 power during turn. Yeah, okay, it's bad. Just use it for the 2k counter. That's it. Searchable 2k counter. Good. Then for other 4 cost, we play 2 times Jozu. Jozu is your 2k counter, but also it's a worse ace. In the cases you need more rush cards, this will help you with it, because for 4 dons plus 3, it becomes a 7 and also a 7k rusher, so it's basically just a worse ace. But also 2k counter searchable. Then for our last 4 costs, we only play 2 times Pudding. Pudding is really good. Finally, Red can abuse Pudding, I guess. But yeah, on play, your opponent shuffles their hand and then into the deck, shuffle their deck, draw 5 cards. So this card, when your opponent has 8, that's the ideal play. You can play this. They go -3, stuff like that. I also had a game against Lucci today. Lucci, a friendly match, of course, because it's not legal. Lucci had 9 cards on hand. I was at my 10 dons, so I used leader ability, place this on the top, play Sanji, play this out. They do their hand, and that won me the entire game because they were set back so much. So really good. If you drop this at the right time, you will just win. You also want to drop it to reduce their hand size, so you can swing into the bodies with your minusing power. Really good. You can stack it with the Luffy, with the Doffy, and you can also just get it with your leader ability. Then for our 5 costs, we play 4 times 5 cost ace. You want to go second with this deck always. At your 6th don turn, use your leader ability, place a 4 cost on the top of your deck. Play this out for 5, use its effect, play the 4 cost into play. Really nice. I usually go down to 2 lives whenever I'm at 6 don. So I take all the attacks, so then my blocker is life, I play this and then get the blocker. But in some matches you wanna keep your life, you play this, you put the Atmos on top, the one that bounces a 4 cost. Really good. On play, reveal the top card of your deck. If the Whitebeard card with a 4 cost of lower, play it. And then if not, you can keep it at the top or at the bottom in any order you want. Really good card. A really nice artwork also. I love it. But yeah. Then we go into the 7 costs. We do play 2 times ace. A lot of decks don't run ace. I've seen lists with 4 ace, 2 ace, 1 ace, or even 0. It's really good. Also really good if you play the Thank You for Loving Me event. If I see you playing that card, I will cry whenever you resolve it. But yeah, on play, give up to 2 of your opponent's characters minus 3000 power during this turn. Then if your leader has the Whitebeard Pirates trait, it gains Rush. So this with your leader can give something minus 5k, and then you can swing into it with your leader, or with this, really good, or just use this, swing into their board, or reduce their blockers, swing into life for 7, and then with 6. Whatever you want to do it. This card won me a lot of games when I played Whitebeard, because it's just the nuts. Really good card. And then we have this card. I was thinking, let's be financially responsible. Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. Okay, I felt it. But yeah, this card is insane. This card is so really good. If you play this with the Sanji, you will win 90% of your games. Yeah. On play, select up to 2 of your opponent's characters and give one character minus 3000 power and the other one 2000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. Then KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3000 power or less. So this card is really good. Say your opponent has, can I think of a quick example? Say they have a Yamato or something. You can just give it minus 3. It becomes a 6k in their turn. Oh wait, does it get a... Let me check. Select up to 2 of your opponent's characters and give one character minus 3000 power and the other one until the end of your next turn. Yeah, okay, so you just go minus 2 on their turn. Still really good. But yeah, my example, like if they have a Rebecca on the field, they have a whatever cards rested, you know. You play this, you reduce a card, you reduce another card, and then you can KO the Rebecca. It just KOs a 3000 power or less, so you don't have to give that card the minus. So you can, if you're lucky, you can just hit 3 cards with this one card. You give something minus 3k, something minus 2k, and if they have a 3000 power or less, you can just KO that card. So it has like 3 uses. Or you play this, you give a queen minus 3k, it becomes a 3k, and then you pop it, or a Sabo if it's not protected by its effect. Really good cards, and then of course you can just give something minus 2k, make stuff harder for them to attack into your leader. Really good, and this is definitely a staple in all the red decks. I want this in manga, 4 of them, so let's hope if that's possible. Then we go into the 9 costs. We play 4 times Sanji. Yeah, this card is crazy. If you don't see Sanji or you don't see Silver Rayleigh because they are not Whitebeard, then it's going to be hard for you. But still, if you find this, just put any card on the top of your deck that you want to play and just, yeah. On play, reveal 1 card from top of your deck and play up to 1 card with a cost of 9 or less other than Sanji. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck. So like I said, you can play anything in this deck with this card. It doesn't matter what you have at top. Ideally, you want to have the Rayleigh, because Rayleigh is definitely your best bet in this unknown format. Really good, and you just have a big bodies on the field. And then we also play, of course, the Legend. Literally a legend. Man, I love Whitebeard. Yeah, if you play this with the Sanji, it's a really good play. I prefer to play the Rayleigh with the Sanji though. You can hard play this, or of course, if you have a Sanji, you can definitely play this with Sanji. Always good, but I prefer the Rayleigh more. But yeah, on play, up to 1 of your leaders gains 2000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. You know it. You become a 7k leader in the turn. You attach 1 Don to your leader. So you attach 1 Don. You put this on your deck. You play Sanji. You get this. And then you can swing for 8 because your leader has 1 Don under it. And then in your opponent's turn, they are a 7k. Really good. And then next turn, you can attach 2 Dons or just swing naked, like 8, 9, 10. Put everything on your leader. Hit for 15. Like if you resolve a Sanji and this or a Rayleigh, you will definitely just have enough for game. Really good. Or for big swings. But yeah, of course, searchable. And then we go into the events. We don't actually play a lot, I think, in my opinion. We don't run the 5 cost Marco, so we don't really need to have a lot of events. But still, we play 4 times Bad Manners Kick Course. If you know me from my old videos, you know it. I need 0 cost in every decklist that I make. Yeah, especially with this, we run 12 big bodies without counter and some other cards that you just want to trash if you have no counters. This actually saved me. I was a 7k leader with Whitebeard. I had this in my hand, another card, this in my hand, another card, and my opponent attacked for 9 every time. I just ditched this with a card, ditched this with a card, went to 10k, and then my opponent had no dons left and my leader was 7, so he couldn't swing with any of his other characters because they were all 6k, and that won me the game. This with your leader being a 10k counter for only 2 cards. Really good. It's really optional. You can usually just keep it for end game or put it to the bottom of your deck if you have way too many. Really nice, and the trigger is also nice. And then for our last card, we play 2 times Fire Fist, the Revolutionary Army one from Sabo. I am not really sold on this card, actually. Main, give up to 1 of your opponent's characters minus 4000 during this turn. Then if you have 2 or less life cards, KO up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 0. Yeah, so you need to be at 2. I usually go to 2 really quickly because I want to have my blocker Marco live when I'm at my 6th Don turn. So then I can play this card. It's really just here for removal. With your leader, it becomes minus 6, so you can KO a queen or another 6,000 character cards with your leader and this. So it's nice, but the downside is you need to be at 2, and these are not Whitebeard pirates, so you cannot just get them back. But yeah, that's for this list. Like I said, I played a lot of builds. I also played Sanji Pilaf. I played with less big bodies. I played no Doffy, no Ezo Searcher, but I think that this list is kind of the way to go. Whatever you want to play, there is no wrong list of this to play, of course, because it's a really variety, no? I don't know, like a box of all traits. Sorry, I'm Dutch, my English is not that perfect. But yeah, really cool leader. It will definitely become better with the 7 cost Whitebeard and the 5 cost Ace in the starter deck. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you guys like it, give it a like. If you dislike it, dislike. If you want to see more content, subscribe. Let me know which leader I should do next. And yeah, I have all the leaders already, so I can just spam my videos now, or also update it when it is OPO 8.5. But yeah, that's it for me. And if I will see you in Paris for the championship, I will be playing this bad boy. Alright, see you guys later. Peace.